Okay, let's bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. Okay, what's your name?
Not the audacity is crazy.
What's your name?
Alicia.
Alicia, how old are you?
I just turned 29 last week.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And what do you do?
I'm in sports marketing.
Okay, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Okay, so I love powerlifting. That's like my go-to. I train Muay Thai.
You train what?
I train Muay Thai. I don't know. I really like to draw. I'm not good at it. I like hiking and being in nature. I don't know, just like vibing.
Okay, and what do you look for in a man?
I don't know, definitely. I'm more of a personality girly.
Okay.
So like you have to be funny and like enjoyable to be around and not like too serious, but like also have your life together. So like not too unserious. But yeah, I'm a personality girly, so I can't really like, it's not that tangible.
Okay, okay. And what are some deal breakers?
Needs therapy or not currently in therapy. I really value someone who can look intrinsically and understand themselves. If you can't communicate, if you immediately get upset and block me or disappear, gotta go.
Okay.
If you're not into anything active, like you don't have to necessarily be a power lifter, but like play basketball or like go for a hike, just something like take care of yourself to some extent. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, okay, no
I
problem.
guess I do know actually. So.
All right, we got some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. All right, your name and age?
I'm Sammy. I'm 30.
Okay, Sammy, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You're beautiful. I think you have a great aesthetic, and you have great energy. I do think you're a little bit all over the place for me. I think there's just a lot going on and pulling you in different directions. I would like my girl to be a little bit more focused and centered in different ways. Also, like one of the statements that you made, I didn't understand. You said you didn't want somebody to automatically like block you or and it's like, why are people blocking you? Like I don't know. Like so I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot for me personally. But I think you're gorgeous and I think you're great.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't really have a type though. I'm like more personality, but it's like I'm not unattracted to you.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. Thank
And
you.
I like the sunglasses.
Thank you.
Hey, you made a good point there.
I like the sun.
All right, your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Walter, and I am 32. And I popped my balloon because the whole outfit. I'm not feeling that jacket, and then the.
It's my favorite jacket.
See, yeah, that's yeah. And then I kind of initially like, why are people blocking you? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on for you to even make that statement? So that must mean something's going on. And I do also think you're like great energy, but like more like jittery, like jitty, you know? And which is cool, but it just ain't for me. You know? I'm like more chill.
All right. So,
Oddly enough, I am very like all over the place. I have high energy. I love just talking, just like live, laugh, love, unironically, ironically enough. But I do tend to end up with guys who are more reserved and kind of like the opposite of me. I don't know, maybe I just like gravitate towards the balance, but I do understand why that would be the complete opposite of you and why that might not be like your vibe.
No, for sure. Yeah, you have great energy though and a great smile, so good luck, for sure.
and then let's go down over here. Your name and age?
My name is Jay, and I'm 31.
And Jay, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was the tattoos on the hands. I mean, I can't bring
These
that
are fire. You have lost your mind.
I just can't bring that home to my mama.
Can we like pause?
Now they look good. I'm pretty sure they look
What
good.
are
It's
they?
just I just can't bring it home to my mom's.
That's
You know?
crazy.
So
They're my favorite. Oh my gosh, I love those tattoos. I actually got like to speak to me being all over the place. I got them impulsively.
yeah.
All at once, and I just
Yeah.
loved. I was literally planning out what I wanted while they were actively tattooing this because.
Wow.
Oh.
But everything else look good on you. Everything else, your smile,
you.
your eyes, your hair, you look good. I like your outfit.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
And now is he someone that's your type?
I like
No.
probably not like off the bat, but I'm more of like a
Look at
conversationalist.
him. Just look at him. I mean, I understand. She said she's off the personality, but she was going to take his personality one way or another. And I can understand. He really looks like a 7th grader. He's built like a 7th grader. You understand what I'm saying? And he don't look like he can fight his way out of a paper bag. So that's that. And I think he's the shortest guy out of the lineup, so he already stands out. He already looks like the odd duckling. So it's just how it goes sometimes. It's just how the cards fall.
Yeah.
Conversationalist, like, so maybe, like, it's hard for me to say I don't judge people based off of like, yeah, I'm really a personality girly.
For sure.
We did get a pop back here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm Jesse. I'm 31. Well, like, basically, like the last thing you said, I noticed you said like impulsively. So like, it made me think that you are that person that is very impulsive, and with that can, because I used to be really impulsive.
Yeah.
And so that just is a plethora of things that could go wrong, you know. I don't want to say that's the reason you maybe get blocked, or maybe you might do something impulsive. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. And I don't know, in your tattoos, I like them, but it's kind of giving me like, I don't know, I feel like you're like really are you into horoscopes?
No, I'm not like an astrology girly.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not.
Yeah. But anyways, but it was mainly just the impulse thing. You're beautiful. I wish I could like see more of like your physique, because you say like powerlifter, so I'm assuming you got some like a nice physique, but I can't tell. Because the jacket is cool though, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Right. Now, is he someone that's your type? I know you're a conversation, but you know, if he approached you, is that something you would go for?
I wouldn't say no.
Okay,
That's good.
Yeah.
that's good. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
you're beautiful though, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and we got one more down there. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Kevin. I'm 31 years old, and I pop because like your face card is super valid. It's just like not the fit, but the jacket. It's like I can't really see what you're working with, so it's like I don't know. And I kind of like my girl's like a little more like slim, you know what I'm saying? But you cute as hell though. But it's really just the jacket. It's like, I mean, the fit is cool, but I don't know why you put that jacket on though. You shouldn't have did that.
Okay, so I'll tell you why I put the jacket on. One of my friends told me that I'm looking super pale right now.
Pale?
And they said that I need like a pop of color because if I wore all black, it would be like tragic. So
It's not even the color of the jacket. It's just like it's super big. It's like a big ass jacket. Like
I'm into like more streetwear vibes. So like you probably wouldn't like my day-to-day outfit.
I mean that's cool like on the day to day, but I don't know you, so I'm trying to get to know you. So I would want
You're
to see
trying
what
to get to know me by knowing what my body looks like.
I mean, of course, I gotta be attracted to you initially, right?
You can't make
If you had a balloon, I would.
You can't make this shit up.
Why? Because I want to see what your body look like.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
I'm saying, I mean, if I'm gonna be with somebody, I want to know what they look like, right?
I mean, okay.
So now,
I mean, I'm saying, like,
is he someone that's your type?
Yo, bro. Chill, bro.
It's giving Kevin Gates a little bit.
Gates.
Yeah, a little
My
bit.
name is Kevin though.
Okay, period.
Hold on, Kevin Gates
So-
is light skinned though.
Kevin Gates?
He's light skinned.
You like kind of resemble him a little bit.
He
It's on the
got
back. I
curly
love him.
hair. Like I've never heard
sorry.
that. That's Kevin Gates.
I
just
didn't mean
saying.
it. Me.
Nah,
like,
I'm not taking offense, but it's just like it's like me calling you like you giving Kelly Rowland a little bit. It's like, huh? It'd be like, what? You see what I'm saying?
No, but I hear you.
Yeah, baby.
All right,
But
thank you.
you cool though. You cool though.
Okay, we've got two guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question. We might as well stay over here. There's only these two.
What do you look for the most or value the most in a partner?
I'll start with him and go back. Your name and age, and what do you value most or look for in a partner?
Kevin, 33. And what I'm looking most in a partner is communication. That's one thing that I learned. That's the foundation of any relationship, especially if it's long distance. At the end of the day, like if the communication is not there, I can see where a bunch of miscommunication,
As far as him looking like Kevin Gates,
complications, anything along the relationship that can cause obstacles.
I think he had like
can come
around
into play.
the nose,
So,
this
communication.
area. He do. Just dark skin.
Name and age, and answer to her question.
Franzi, 33. A woman who's, I'm looking for a woman who knows what she wants. You know, she got something going for herself. What else? She's got emotional intelligence. She knows what she wants. So that's pretty much it.
He said, she won twice.
Any other questions for the guys?
Yeah,
Mom,
what would you consider
don't sound
your
nothing like Kevin
biggest
Gates.
like opportunity for personal growth?
Okay.
Biggest opportunity for personal growth. Okay, so I got my career, and my aviation, and I got my business that's up and coming. As far as that goes, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. I'm reading, so I'm still trying to grow.
Oh my gosh,
as life
bro,
goes on.
shut up.
So, if that answered your question. Okay. Yeah.
No, actually, I'm sorry. That was more about like your career, but like as a person, like as an individual. I know that a lot of people value your career and blah 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 in like today's society, but like just generally as an individual, what do you think like
things I can work on?
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Things I can work on. I'd say better communication. That's important. So I've had, some communication issues
I can
back
tell.
then, and so I know that's important. So I like to, be stronger at communicating with my partner.
Okay. That answers it now? Okay. What about over here?
I would have to say my faith in God. I don't know if you're a religious person or not.
I just got baptized a couple months ago.
All right, sweet. Congratulations. But I would say my faith, because I had a traumatic experience about 2 years ago when my brother passed. Praying, and then a few months after that, my cousin passed. And so I didn't give up on God, but my faith did decrease. So that's something that I'm constantly working on now as far as my prayer life. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. All right. Guys, any questions for her?
What are some things that you like to growth?
I think I could hone in. I think that I could hone in a bit more on kind of. I could have a better understanding of who I want to be and who I am. To their point, am very impulsive. Like I really enjoy living in the moment, and I really value that for like my history and my environment that I grew up in. I really value just like being comfortable and being who I am in the moment. But I do understand why a lot of people are kind of like taken back by that. Because it's the opposite of what most people strive to be to some extent, right? But yeah, I at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I work really hard to be a good person and maintain my values and my morals. And I'm like a really major empath. So that's my other one. Like I am a little too understanding, because I can see, I feel like I can see through people and understand like why they're acting the way they are. But my problem is I use it to justify their behavior rather than just understanding and saying that's not for me. So yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions here?
Yeah, so when it comes to a long-term partnership, what are your key values?
Definitely you have to be able to communicate. Like I'm a very anxious person just generally. Like I don't want to have to guess what you're feeling or guess what you're thinking. I would rather hear a hard truth than try to make something up in my own head and fill in the blanks. So I really value communication, maybe even over communication. I forgot what the question was halfway through that. What was it one more time?
When it comes to a long-term partnership, what are your key values?
Okay, and then just kindness and maintaining your own person. I have dated some men who have kind of tried to morph into me and, like take on my values and take on my hobbies and my beliefs. And I want someone who is just comfortable in who they are, and we connect as separate individuals together. You know what I mean? And then outside of that, maybe just like, or aside from that, maybe just like faith, to your point, like I just got baptized. I'm really making strides in like my relationship with my God. And I also understand that everybody has a different God, right? Like even if we're in the same religion, everyone's understanding and interpretation is slightly different. And just like understanding that and valuing and appreciating someone's other version of faith. So.
Okay. All right. So I do have to throw this question in there because something came up the last round. So are kids a deal breaker for you? No. Okay.
I don't have any, but
You don't
Right.
have
I'm
any.
glad.
Okay.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad Arlette's gonna go ahead and throw this goddamn curveball in there. Because he wasn't gonna say nothing. Look at him. Up there looking like that. He wasn't gonna say nothing about these kids until the very end. This is how people get you, right? They voluntarily withhold information, key vital information that could, determine the outcome of how they perceive you or how they go forward with you. And they withhold this information for as long as possible. And then when they have no other choice or they get found out, then they want to just like, oh, come clean. Like, motherfucker, you lied for 3 years about who you really are and what you really do. Now you want to come out and say what it is. And then it's almost like that person is like, it's like they cheated that person into being with them, right? You see what I'm saying? They cheated their way into manipulating this person or whatever. But
All right.
I don't know.
You want? Okay, go
Hokage, what
ahead.
it
I think you
do?
should mention this.
How many? How many? Don't.
Is a limit a deal breaker?
Oh my God. If you gotta ask, how many baby moms? You gotta think about it?
No,
I'll throw up.
4.
Baby moms or kids? The woman was too stunned to speak respectfully. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He looking for a 5th baby mama. What?
No,
I'm just kidding.
absolutely not. That was in my younger days. That's something that I can believe we can have a conversation on the side.
How old are they? If that's
My oldest is 13. I got twin 7 years old. 6, 5, 4. 5 girls, 1 boy. Yeah.
Five girls. Lord.
5 and 4 with 2 different people.
5 girls
Oh.
and 1 boy. So 4 women and children. The mother of my children.
Okay.
Is that a deal breaker? I respected it so. But I like it.
You're hesitating too long.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give it to you, Pop. I like your
I'm
vibe.
literally so sorry.
No,
That sucks that like it's literally like past experiences that are,
understandable.
but like beautiful at the same time, you know?
Most definitely. I like everything about it. I like the tattoos. I don't know what my boy
Crazy.
down there was talking about, but I like the tattoos.
You're just making up
I like the
excuses
fit.
back there.
I don't care what the body look like, but the face is there, so it is what it is. Okay. But thank you.
All right, got our one last guy here. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Maybe. I don't do physical types.
I mean, based off of what you've heard from him so far, did you like what you heard?
Yeah, actually, you know what? The communication thing really took me out the game, because that's like just knowing my personality, I would have about 5 different heart attacks trying to get you to communicate. If that's where you struggle, you can pop.
Yeah,
it. It's
but
fine. I won't be here.
I mean, that was my past. So, I done grown past, that issue that I had,
Okay.
so I'm in a better place now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that that's something you're still like actively trying to figure out.
No. That's something in my past. So
What?
I'm in a much more better place now.
No. That's something he's still working on. He's saying the past, but he literally said that's one thing that he wants to improve on: communication. Maybe he misheard the question. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe he has an interpreting problem,
Okay. Then yeah, why not?
comprehension
tried.
problem.
You didn't like that response. I can tell you didn't like that response.
Okay, well,
All right, so I found some hesitation on her end. Do you feel like popping? Are you hanging on to it?
I mean, she cool. I'm feeling her, but there was a little hesitation on her end.
Yeah.
So I don't want, if somebody's into me, they're gonna be into me. There's no hesitation. They're gonna let it be known. So
You
it just
reminded me of Alex,
seems like she's
man.
not for sure about what she wants.
Okay.
So
He really reminded me of Alex.
yeah, so
Cool. Thank you. Let's head on back.
At least I know my personality's the problem. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped. Thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for her, guys. I'll take the mic.
I feel as though that was
Thank
longer than it really
you.
had to be.
Okay.